the tailgate, the tradition. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Florida Classic from Camping World Stadium. It's about to go down. Florida A&M versus Bethune-Cookman. Plenty of folks in store. Black College Live coming your way right now.
Yeah.
You're watching Gimme 5.
Black College Live.
The Black College Live.
Yeah. This is a Gimme 5 show with Walker and Tiffany. Yeah. You gon' have to give me 5 fingers on it. Right now.
I'm all excited. You see that?
Wait until they see the strength and here to win. This Black College Live, I'ma need 5 on it.
This is what it's all about.
Overtime on it. Lights out.
I'm gonna put him in the front runner seat to be the Black College Player of the Year.
This ain't for fun, I've been going done, they be still trying to clone it. From FAMU to Grambling, I'm on it. Stand on it, marching 100 how you want it.
We always like to highlight the fraternities and sororities.
119!
What I wanna, big body, I don't even need a spawn.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are here for the Florida Classic. It's so exciting. We are delighted to be here with you on the Pepsi stage, along with my partner, Jay Walker.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
Tiffany Greene. Yes, sir.
It's football time.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
football time, but this is the Florida Classic. We always say it's one of the loudest classics you're going to hear about in the country, so we're going to get it started off right now. They've got everything you want down here. Pepsi's in the house. I got my man Slutty, my man Big Dave's cheesesteak. I can't wait to get some. Slutty Vegan, I know you're excited about all that. And we got all the fans, the soldiers, the fraternities, everything we bring you week in and week out here on Black College Live.
Speaking of, this was a huge weekend for the City Beautiful, and we go back to last night at the Amway Center. Let's check out the Battle of the Bands.
Never too much. From the heart of Central Florida.
That was live inside. That was just
you-
a taste, and shout out to
So-
all the high school bands.
No, but who won the Battle of the Band?
I don't
Come on,
know.
Tiff. It's
I
FAMU
don't know.
versus Bethune-Cookman. Who won the Battle of the Band?
I don't know, but we can answer that question perhaps later today as both the Marching Wildcats and the Marching 100 take the field. All right, Jay, let's give everyone a little taste of what this Florida Classic is all about. You talk about one of the loudest classics, but also one of the largest in the country. The first meeting between these two teams, in-state rivals, back in 1925, but we have to shout out the Bethune athletic director from a while ago, Tank Johnson, along with Hansel Tukes, the former AD from Florida A&M,
Tiff.
for starting this Florida Classic back in 1978. More than 2 million
Tiff,
spectators.
you want to read everything on that graphic.
I didn't read
You
anything
you
hardly
were
on that
talking about the
graphic if
all
you
history,
were watching.
But you didn't want to say one thing. You didn't want to read what was on there when it said the last 9 meetings have been won by who?
Bethune-Cookman.
Oh, okay. I
I'm
think
okay
that's
to
kind
admit
of
it because
important. I
that's
think that's
just the way that
important
it's
that
gone.
Bethune-Cookman has won
Absolutely.
9 in a row.
But I also
Sorry.
know that you
I know
would try to
you're
throw
a
it in
rattler.
there anyway,
You're a rattler,
so I'm just letting
but
you
the
know.
last 9 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I'm tired of counting.
Hey, Coach
9.
Willie Simmons said yesterday that the Cats only have 9 lines. Well, let's shake them up, shake them up, shake them up, shake them. I'm doing a little West Coast for you, Ice Cube style, as there's going to be a shake-up this week in your Cricket Celebration Bowl Power Rankings.
Absolutely. Been a lot of shake-ups from a week ago. And let's start at the top. Jackson State, without question, has been the #1 team in HBCU football this year. They're on their way to the SWAC championship to see if they can make it to the Cricket Celebration Bowl. Florida A&M, how about FAMU? They're doing a good job of staying right there. That one loss early by 1 point to Jackson, they haven't been able to overcome. Alabama A&M's finding their groove. Alcorn, everybody said the Braves were dead. They still got a chance to do something. And Prairie View A&M, I go Alcorn over Prairie View because Alcorn just beat them, but a lot to be decided. And on the bubble, the representative of the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference, the South Carolina State Bulldogs, Buddy Pugh, who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
South Carolina State Celebration Bowl bound. Meanwhile, Jackson State awaiting the winner from the SWAC West. They will face off against them in the SWAC Championship coming up December 4th. First title, though, as we were on the call for that game in Southern University, as Jackson State able to earn that Eastern Division Championship for the first time since 2013.
From start to finish, nobody thought that Coach Prime would have the Tigers playing such a high level so early, but Jackson State's out on a mission to prove something. They deserve it all, and what a memorable night it was last week in Baton Rouge to see them clinch the Eastern Division of the SWAC. Hard-fought game. Congratulations to the Fighting Primes.
Well, Jay, you talked about some of those important matchups, the 4 and 5 in your power rankings. Well, let's look to Jackson State hosting Alcorn State, known as the Soul Bowl in the city of Soul. And look, the Braves still have a chance. On the outside looking in, they need some help.
That's why I said there's a reason why Alcorn said you wrote us off early. We're not dead yet. If Alcorn can get a victory and Prairie View loses, then Alcorn will make it back to the SWAC championship game to face Jackson State a week later. It'll be a rematch. But I don't know who wants that heat from Jackson State. They've won 7 consecutive games. They are rolling. Their only loss came to an FBS opponent in Louisiana Monroe. The Fighting Primes, 7 in a row.
Well, they are playing exciting football and really inspired football for their coach, Coach Prime, leading the nation in sacks. That defense is absolutely outstanding. But, Jay, we go back to a really special moment during last weekend's game, and Deion Sanders and the Tigers were down on the road with an opportunity to clinch. And this is what happened. A touching moment as Deion Sanders goes over and hugs Dad after that 50-yard touchdown.
We've seen a lot of football memories out there, but this one right here was something. You saw Deion Sanders throw the touchdown to give him the lead, and it was Shiloh Sanders, the other Sanders son that's playing for Coach Prime, with the interception to clinch it. That's a proud dad moment. That is bigger than football.
All right, you love to see it, ladies and gentlemen. But before we go, we got to shout out our Pepsi Star Watch Player of the Week and Aquil Glass, capping off an outstanding career at Alabama A&M this weekend. You go back to see what he did: 462 yards and 5 touchdowns for the NFL pro prospect. Shout out to Aquil Glass. We'll be back with more from Black College Live.
The Cricket Celebration Bowl.
From the highest of 7 hills to the world stage, Rattlers are making their mark. Find your passion and make your mark. You can get there from Florida A&M University.
You fired up the grill for one hot dog? Seriously?
Hot dogs, better with Pepsi.
This is where the formula ends and the magic begins. We take the mold, shake the mold, and break the mold. From late nights in the gym to later nights in the library, we grind. Because if you think greatness is a game, think again. Here, nothing shines unless we all do.
We got to shout out my alma mater, Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University. Established in 1887, excellence with caring is the motto. The College of Love and Charity has produced some great individuals. Common, Anika Noni Rose, Keisha Lance Bottom, Althea Gibson.
You're not even reading any
Bob
notes.
Hayes.
You're doing this from
I'm just
the top
saying,
of your dome.
when it's in you.
You rattled
when
off
it's in
everything
you,
about
it's
Florida
just
A&M
in
without
you.
even reading the script.
That's okay.
What else? Did you leave
That's
out anything?
fine.
How about a shout out to Dr. Lawrence Humphreys, the legendary president of Florida A&M? Put him on the map if you ask me.
Rest in heaven, no doubt, a giant in the world of education and also the #1 public HBCU. Just thought I'd throw that out there so everyone would be well informed. All right, Jay. No spritz, no sprinkle is going to hold anybody away from this Florida Classic. We are delighted to be here, and thank you to Pepsi for doing an amazing job setting up this stage. We're going to set up the stage for South Carolina State. This season, the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference representative bound for the Celebration Bowl, December 18th in Atlanta, Georgia. They've already clinched a share of the MEAC title.
Bulldogs, get your tickets out there. Get your tickets, because now they've got almost like a month to get ready for that with no excuses. Congratulations to them. They're playing for $1 million, making it to the Cricket Celebration Bowl. That should be fantastic. Been a long time coming for South Carolina State, one of the blue bloods of black college football, particularly representing the Mid-East Athletic Conference. They were the preseason favorites to make it, and they made it. Hats off. Perfect record in conference play. They deserve it.
They face off against Norfolk State today. Well, Grambling State, the 2016 Celebration Bowl champions, just let go of their head coach, Broderick Fobbs. And Fobbs, an alum of the Tigers. He's a part of that G-Man culture. And now the Tigers saying we look to move forward.
Yeah, I got something to say about that. Like, one, I can't believe they fired Coach Fobbs before the Bayou Classic. You let him go before the Bayou Classic. And here's my other question. Broderick Fobbs was the head coach at Grambling for 7 years total. 4 years ago, he took it to the Celebration Bowl and won it. Did all of a sudden he forget how to coach? No. He's a young guy, up and coming. I don't like it. Be careful what you wish for down there at Grambling, one of the most historical HBCU programs in the country. However, to pull the plug on a guy that won a national championship for you before the Bayou Classic and all of a sudden act like this guy can't coach, you better come up with a good answer, G-Men. I'm watching.
Interesting, down in Grambling, Louisiana, we feature Florida A&M University. They are in action today, and they are trying to make a push for the postseason as they are on the playoff bubble right now. And Jay, I want to know your thoughts given the fact that they must win today in order to sharpen their case.
Absolutely have to win. I think you're a 9-2 football squad. You have and your 2 losses you can justify. They lost to Jackson State, ranked in the top 15 in the country, and they lost to an FBS Division I program. Other than that, they're going to have 9 victories. If they can prove that they're that good and win the game today, how do you keep them out? Unique situation. Hats off to the SWAC for saying Florida A&M is eligible for the FCS playoffs if they're selected. Let's see, this is a really good football team. And when I think about FCS playoffs in Florida A&M, they're the one HBCU that's won the whole thing, and they've had good runs, so we'll see if they can get it done. But it all starts with them trying to get a victory today.
Rattlers led by Rudy Hubbard back in 1978.
Told you, yeah, there you go. Once again, you don't,
the
anything
celebratory
you just read it
moment.
off
That's all good.
It's
It's all good. I'll take it all on. The celebratory moment that we mentioned last weekend in Baton Rouge also ended in an unnecessary way between Jackson State and Southern, as there was a little scuffle there at the end. Jackson State trying to plant the flag at center field, or midfield rather, from Southern. That was distasteful.
Yeah, disrespectful there. And I like how Coach Prime handled it. He said, we act like idiots. We're better than that. You won the football game, then get on the bus and go home and celebrate with your teammates. Don't try and make a mockery of the opposition there in a very hard-fought game there. I like the way that Coach Prime said, we're going to address this and it won't happen again. They can learn from it.
The SWAC also addressed it as well. They have levied down punishment, and the case is closed, according to that communications office. Well, let's fast forward to now and what we will get a chance to see on the field here from Camping World Stadium. The Florida Classic, ever so important, long-standing rivalry between Florida A&M and Bethune-Cookman. Here's what the coaches had to say about this rivalry and game.
As we know, the biggest game of the year is coming up this weekend in the Florida Classic. So a lot at stake. This game is huge for many reasons, and our football team has to prepare to get ready to play a very inspired football team that's on a 2-game winning streak and could very easily be coming into the game, 7 or 8 wins as well. So we know they're dangerous. We know this game is a game that we have to be ready to play, and our guys are.
As far as the Florida Classic goes, not a whole lot needs to be said. records go out the window. It's a great football game, great contest, two great institutions, and a great platform for these young men to, be able to display their skills in front of a lot of people. Well, it's just, we talk about technique, fundamentals, and being physical, playing fast. We want to, start fast. We want to finish strong.
Terry Sims has to feel confident. He has never lost to Florida A&M as the head coach. Meanwhile, Coach Willie Simmons searching for his first win, 0-3 in classic games. No more needs to be said from you, Jay. We're going to move to Gimme a Question. So we scoured the tailgaters, and Jay, here's some questions right up for you.
Hey, I got a question for you. What would you say an advantage is of attending an HBCU?
Advantage of attending HBCU, I always say this, like, we're here at the Pepsi setup, right? The Pepsi setup was run by my man Derek Lewis, who went to Hampton Institute University here, but that's an HBCU guy. What you can do out there, you go to Howard University, you go to Florida A&M. When I went to Howard University, I went there as a young boy with a dream that thought I may be able to make it to the National Football League. I left there a man that knew I could conquer life, whatever it brought my way.
All right, I like that, and he's repping the HU out there.
My man AJ Calloway, Bison everywhere.
All right, we got one more question. Jay, what you got for him? What you got for Jay? Huh?
Jay, what's your favorite HBCU rivalry?
Ooh, my favorite HBCU rivalry. I'm a little biased. Oh man.
Well, you were just clowning the, who's the real HU.
The Howard Hampton, that's not a rivalry.
Hampton, by the way.
No, that's not a rivalry.
How many times has Hampton beat Howard?
Okay, let's keep going.
Okay.
The question was for me. It wasn't for Tiffany. We know
there.
your favorite rivalries are right here. But I'm going with Magic City Classic. Alabama State, Alabama A&M, Legion Field. The game is played an hour away from both locations. They start tailgating on Monday. Gets no bigger, no better. That's my favorite rivalry.
I love it. I love it.
How about you? Give me your 2 cents, Steph.
Oh, this is real easy. The Florida Classic.
Even though Florida A&M has lost 9 in a row, it's still your favorite rivalry.
Let me tell you, when I started going to the Classic,
it's not a rivalry. It's like a one-sided relationship,
Florida
9 in a row.
And might I add that Florida A&M has won this matchup historically, leading it by leaps and bounds. So I'm just letting you know. And it moved to Orlando in 1997. It's just
9 in a row, one-sided relationship.
It's all okay. What's Howard doing? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with more from Black College Live. We'll honor and
we got the Vice President of the United States is from Howard University.
When we come back. Fans, come celebrate the heritage, pageantry, and tradition of HBCU football at one of the world's premier venues, Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Visit thecelebrationbowl.com for more information. See you in the A this December. I'm joined now by Derek Lewis, the president of Pepsi Beverages North America South Division. And Derek, you being an HBCU grad from Hampton University and now heading up Pepsi, why is your commitment to HBCU so special?
Well, it goes back to, look, I went to Hampton University, graduated in 1988, so I've been very committed to HBCUs really my entire corporate career, even before that. Set a foundation for me, have a lot of success. Obviously, Pepsi's been in 33 and a half years. I was hired off campus. Pepsi's been one of those companies that really has invested back into the community, and HBCU's been a big brand. I want to carry that forward. So it's exciting to bring activations like today about throughout the South, and we've had a number of activations this year that have been very successful, and we're super excited to be here today here in Orlando.
This is your territory. So what makes the Florida Classic unique, different, a special class?
Oh, wow, this is big time. I tell you what, this is a big time event. You got the energy from Floridians, Bethune-Cookman, FAMU, tremendous alumni support, a lot of engagement, a lot of energy, a lot of excitement. People throughout the last week have been hyping up this game and hyping up the event. So every year, it's just one of those things that's probably one of the most exciting events that comes to Orlando. So I'm super thrilled that we are now a big part of that. Our partnership with the SWAC allows us to activate in a big way here today. So we're bringing about a multi-tiered activation program today, focused on recruitment as part of our She Got Now program that we're bringing back. That's all about recruitment of women on campus as we celebrate and honor and support young black women on HBCUs. So we're doing a recruitment program today. We've got a booth out there set to take applications. That program will continue all the way through December 1st. We're also to celebrate, activate the pride of HBCUs. Think about the role of Coach Prime that he's had back in being part of the SWAC conference, being part of Black College football has been tremendous. So along with Terrence J and Coach Prime, DJ Envy, we want to really celebrate proud of alumni and fans and alumni and people just who are interested in support HBCUs can participate and engage in ways that we'll give back. Pepsi's giving back a $25,000 grant to the schools that receive the most votes. So if you didn't go vote, Pepsi promos /HBCUs, cast your vote, $25,000 eligible for a school. And then we're here today to have a lot of fun. We've got major activation on our set. We've got the alumni here, which we're super excited about doing a partnership with them for this event. Hopefully we can carry that forward to other events. We got Envy here. We got Terrence J. hosting. Dougie French, my guy.
And you have who? Black College Live. That's right. Black College
Live. That for the end. The best for last. Black College Live, which I think you guys have done a tremendous job. It's so exciting to see you. I was so thrilled to see you on the game day set live early in the kickoff weekend in Atlanta. I think you represented the brand very well. We're so thrilled to be on the boat with you. Activation here, I think, has been tremendous, and we look forward to carrying that forward in bigger ways as we go in the future. So congratulations on your success. You and I have known each other for a long time, and I'm so proud of you and happy for you and Jay. And I think we've got a tremendous partnership opportunity forward going forward. So.
Thank you. We want to keep it going. Now I'm going to put you on the spot here. I don't know if you're going to answer this, but who do you say wins this year's Classic?
Oh, look, I'm one of those guys who wants a great football game, right? I want a great football game. We have 5,000 T-shirts that we're giving away. 2,500 of those are maroon, 2,500 of those are green. So you tell me based on that what I think happened. It's going to be whoever has the ball last, I think will win the game.
All right, well, I'll put him on the spot. Derek Lewis, we appreciate you. Thank you for your time, and thank you for the commitment that Pepsi has made not only to Black College Live, but HBCUs as well as supporting Black businesses. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Black College Live is real. Thank you.
It's a new day of Bethune-Cookman University's changing landscape of bold leadership in business, education, research, and STEM, creating innovative ways for new Wildcats to change the world. Get ready, the tide is rising. It's time for you to catch the next wave in higher education at Bethune-Cookman University.
This one's for every sports fan who just spent the entire game explaining to someone the entire game. You've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Bethune-Cookman University used to be Bethune-Cookman College, but Bethune-Cookman University, established in 1904, 4,000 students. The motto, enter to learn, depart to serve. Some of the notable alumni, legendary basketball coach John Chaney, Cy McLaren, and I gotta say Alvin Shine Wyatt. Oh, and by the way, they've got probably the best band in all of HBCU. Pretty regularly, but we'll see about that. That's not debate. Is that debatable?
Debatable.
But that's Bethune-Cookman College. And when we talk about Bethune-Cookman, you know what we got to say? They've got a legend in NFL Pro Football Hall of Famer Larry Little.
Zonka, Greasy, Langer, Warfield, and now Larry Little. In 1969, after spending 2 years in San Diego, the 6'1", 265-pound offensive guard was traded to Miami. And it wasn't long before he was being lauded as one of the NFL's premier offensive linemen. He burned finesse, but with fire in his eyes would pull out, clearing the path for others while blowing out the opposition. In his first 6 seasons with Miami, Little was named All-Pro 5 times, while establishing himself as the best offensive lineman at his position in the AFC. He came from small Bethune-Cookman College near Daytona, but when he left the NFL, Little had made a big name for himself. His accomplishments are many: 6 times voted All-Pro, another 6 selected All-NFL, and for 3 straight years, 1970 through 1972, the NFL Players Association AFC Lineman of the Year. And it was in that 1972 season that the Dolphins had established an NFL rushing record of 2,960 yards. The same season, Little played a large role in protecting the Dolphins' incredibly perfect record of 17-0. Ladies and gentlemen, the man who cleared a path for others to reach Canton, Ohio, and now has followed that same route, Larry Little.
Larry Little, we salute the legend. 14 NFL seasons, many of them spent with the Miami Dolphins. Two-time Super Bowl champion, and then he came back to his alma mater to take care of business, winning a couple of SWAC MEAC championships.
You got to mention, he's part of the only football team to go perfect in the history of the National Football League. Give credit for Larry Little there, the key guy on the offensive line, blocking for Bob Greasy, as you saw there. Also did his job at Bethune-Cookman as a coach as well. Truly an HBCU and pro football legend.
All right, Jay, we talked a lot of football, but we have to key in on something really special within our show. It's time for Jay's Gimme 5.
All right, how about this? Jay's Gimme 5, and we talk about the legends. How about recent legends of the Florida Classic? Who's going to join this list? I'm going number 5 from Bethune-Cookman University, Stevie Baggs, dominating football player, defensive line, wreaked havoc. Number 4, Jaquay Nunnally. He's the guy that broke Jerry Rice's all-time career records. He got busy in this game here. You got to show up at the Classic in order to make this list. Alan Suber, Superman, quarterback, Bethune-Cookman, won every Classic he was in, dominating performance. You had to see it to believe it. Alan Suber, one of the greats. Number 2, little star power. Let's go Florida A&M. Legendary linebacker Earl Hitman Holmes, one of the best to do it down there in Tallahassee. He's a Florida Classic legend. And number 1, I'm going with Rasheem Mathis. He played on that team with Stevie Baggs. They had Nick Collins as well. Rasheem Mathis not only did it for Bethune-Cookman, but he also did it in the National Football League. On the bubble, Quinn Gray, quarterback, Florida A&M, and Nick Collins there. Now, you notice that list there, right? I only have room for 5. And it's recent memories, right? Recent legends. So that's why there were 3 Wildcats, 2 Rattlers. Who's going to join that list for Willie Simmons to get somebody else to become a Florida Classic legend?
We will see later today. Kicks off at 3:30 p.m. Well, it's time for us to shout out our HBCU notables, a couple of players from across the country who did an amazing job. How about Jarrett Lewis with that comeback win for Delaware State? He had 215 yards and 3 touchdowns in that victory in OT against Norfolk State. Not only that, you look at Andrew Body of Texas Southern, and I don't know what has gotten into the Tigers, but let me tell you this. They are putting up numbers. They feel like they can win, and they've got some offense to go along with it. Well, hey, we'll be back with more because you know what? The Greek of the Week is on the way. Plus, Coach Chef is in the building. He's going to give us his Rydell pick of the week. You feeling ready for this Florida Classic?
Oh, I think I'm ready, and I think I know what the pick is going to be, but I want some food too, and I really want some of those cheesesteaks over there, so save me a couple. We're coming back.
Black College Live is brought to you in part by the Cricket Celebration Bowl.
This is where the formula ends and the magic begins. We take the mold, shake the mold, and break the mold. From late nights in the gym to later nights in the library, we grind. Because if you think greatness is a game, think again. Here, nothing shines unless we all do.
It's a new day of Bethune-Cookman University's changing landscape of bold leadership in business, education, research, and STEM, creating innovative ways for new Wildcats to change the world. Get ready. The tide is rising. It's time for you to catch the next wave in higher education at Bethune-Cookman University.
When was the last time you experienced something different? To support Black-owned restaurants.
From the highest of 7 hills to the world stage, Rattlers are making their mark. Find your passion and make your mark. You can get there from Florida A&M University.
Fans, come celebrate the heritage, pageantry, and tradition of HBCU football at one of the world's premier venues, Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Visit thecelebrationbowl.com for more information. See you in the A this December.
You're watching Black College Live with Tiffany Greene and Jay Walker.
Time now for our Greek of the Week. We shout out the men of Kappa Alpha Psi
boys
Fraternity
in the building, huh?
Incorporated.
The pretty
Yo,
boys.
noobs. Crimson and cream, that's the colors of KA Psi. Achievement in every field of human endeavor. Some notable members include Mike Tomlin, Cedric the Entertainer, Johnny Cochran, John Singleton, my husband Aaron Barry,
Derek Lewis, my boy D-Lou,
oh, yeah,
my boy
he's out
Ray
here.
Nix, all of them there. They got noobs all over the place.
Okay, they're gonna
That's
say
a pretty
we gotta
impressive
stop.
list.
We gotta stop with the shout outs. But one time for KA Psi, and we thank the gentleman from Lambda Omega chapter. Fellas, take it away.
The whole time they were getting that groove on, it was like, can somebody bring me a mirror? They wish they had a mirror in front of it. So that's true Kappa.
That's
right
how they
there.
do it. You know, Coach Chef Jay Martin can come on onto the stage, and I got his mirror from him because I'm a lady of AKA. And come on, Coach Chef. What you got going on? See, what's up, sorors? How y'all doing out there? How y'all doing? All right, Coach Chef.
Coach
Wait a minute, we
got
gotta
the
get your
grub.
mirror. We gotta get your mirror real quick.
Yeah, you need
Come
a
on.
mirror right
little,
there.
Little shimmy.
You
Oh,
are
he
a little
throwing
Kappa
it up.
Before you make the prediction, we're going to have a football game here. So do you want to know why I think certain teams can win, or are you just going to take it from here right now?
I can take it from here right now.
Okay.
Why?
Well, here's what I'm going to say. Giving you a game preview is the fact that when you talk about Florida A&M, why can Florida A&M win this football game? Why should they win this football game? Because they can run the football. They've got a championship caliber defense, in which we talked about earlier. But the key to the Rattlers is having the ability to get yardage when they need to. Short yardage situations, when they need 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, they've got the ability to rush for it. That makes them a very dangerous team. And the fact that they won 7 straight, they're hot right now. But when you talk about Bishop Bonnet, you got to slow him down. Coach, you know that. Right. Anybody that can run the football like that, you got to take care of it. When I look at Bethune-Cookman, you got to ask yourself, well, Bethune-Cookman is coming into this game, they're 2-8, right? 2-8. A team is 2-8, taking on a team that's 8-2, they don't stand a chance, right? On paper. However, their two victories have come in consecutive weeks. They're playing their best football of the season. They lost 8 straight. They won 2 straight. That's why I think they've got an opportunity to make it 3 in a row. And more importantly, if they win 3 in a row, that'll be 10 in a row over Florida A&M. You got to be going with Bethune-Cookman, Coach. You're right, they'll pick of the week.
This is pressure right here, Coach Chef.
It is, because Bethune-Cookman has really mastered this classic the last few years. But
9 in a row.
I have to go with Florida A&M.
There you go. There you go.
My ride pick is Florida A&M.
Why?
Because of their defense. The defense, 11.
Go ahead and show that rattler. Go ahead and show that rattler.
That's the way I love it.
Numbers never lie. We'll see.
All right, Coach Chef, we appreciate you. We got some ribeye. We got some seafood delight, you know. So I'm ready to dig in. I don't know about y'all, but I'm about to get my classic on. It's been a delight to be up here on the stage with you, Jay, and you, Coach Chef. We about to get this thing started. We about to call that Florida Classic game coming up real soon.
And
What
we'll
you think?
see you down in Jackson, Mississippi for the SWAC Championship. Next time you'll see us here on Black College Live. Give me 5. I'm hungry.
We out.
Yeah.
You're watching Gimme 5.
Black College Live.
Black College Live.
Yeah. This is a Gimme 5 show with Jay Walker and Tiffany. Yeah. give me 5 fingers on it. Right now.
I'm all excited. You see that?
Wait until they see the strength and hear the win.